It's now time for you to meet the board members. Welcome, and thank you for joining us on Meet the Board Members, where we seek to get up close and personal with the persons who sit on the Jamaica Society for the Blind's Board of Directors. Now, today's guest is...
I am Shavane Daley, and I am a director on the Jamaica Society for the Blind board. As a student at the Salvation Army School for the Blind, the Old Student Association normally comes on a regular basis and talks about the various programs that is available for us when we leave school, right? So, and they have their own programs that they conduct when they come to the school to visit. And that is how I would have learned about the Jamaica Society for the Blind. Well, Shavane can be defined as a quiet but cultured individual. In terms of my personality, persons always say it doesn't go well with entertainment and culture, but generally for me, I am what you would call a baby of culture, you understand? That's what I live for, that's what I enjoy doing, you understand? So I enjoy doing events. Currently, I operate a entertainment and cultural company where I have two main events that I conduct. But because of COVID right now, everything is basically on standstill. So I have a domino tournament that I started back in 2018. And I have a bingo competition, or I call it bingo party, that I started back in 2014. So I have always embraced the culture, and I was trying to find new ways of doing something to bring some form of life to other person's life, you understand? So I love the culture, I love sport, like football, love cricket. I'm also a player of blind cricket for Jamaica, and I also sit on that executive. So I try my best to do what I can to bring life to other person's life, you understand? So that's Shavane Daley basically. I enjoy making persons happy. That's me. But oftentimes they say my personality doesn't dictate that, because I'm more on the quieter side. But I am like the silent partner. I like to do stuff behind the scene. That's really me still, you know? Alright, I officially started working, I think, back in 2010 while I was at the University of the West Indies as an undergrad student. And I work with the Business Development Office. I normally conduct research for them, and I also work in the office as an office assistant, in a sense, where I basically do day-to-day work, answer the phone, take message, go to meeting, take minutes. So that's what I normally do. And I did that between 2010 and 2015. While I was doing that, I also worked with the Reggae Study Unit at UWI, where I would say research, conduct research for them, and also work with the Research Day Committee at UWI. I think in 2016, yes, I was a member of the Research Day Committee at UWI for 2016, where I attend meetings. I also conduct a workshop on copyright, working along with Dr. Amina Blackwood Meeks. Also, while at UWI, I started an entertainment program called Entertainment Trail, which launched on the 8th of June 2013 on New Start 93 FM. That program normally aired 4 to 6 p.m. on a Saturday, and it has grown over the years. However, I've recently converted that 2-hour program into a 1-hour podcast, where it is being shared with other radio stations across the world, one in St. Martin, one in England, and 2 here in Jamaica, which is Newstock and Zanj Radio, which is an online radio station. So I've been doing some work. I also work with the Center for Disability Study as a research assistant and a member of the planning committee for the Disability Conference as well. Between the year 2016 to 2018, I work as a research assistant at the Jamaica Cultural Development Commission here in Kingston at the head office, where I conduct research on the various performing arts groups, various alumni, and how they are basically looking at how they are doing out there in the society now after going through the JCDC programs. I've also wrote an article about blind and visually impaired persons and their involvement in JCDC programs, and that article was published in the JCDC magazine Jamaica 54 edition as well. I was also involved in a project. It's an e-learning project where we convert the audio-visual text to sign language, and that was a wonderful experience as well. And that was back in 2014. So I did that project alongside Miss Aiken, who does the sign language for the Parliament, and it was a great experience as well. My first direct interaction with JSB was back in, I think either 2016 or 2017, where I approached the director, Mr. McLean, and I asked him how can I be of assistance to the organization, and he said that they are thinking about doing a back to school fair and such, right? And I said, okay, cool. Maybe I can help with that because my expertise, one of my expertise, I would say, is event planning, or basically to organize stuff. So then and there, I was given the task to organize the first back to school fair for JSB, and I took on that challenge and embraced it, and it was successful. Where I wrote the letter, sent it to the organization, they put it on their letterhead and sent out the letter, and we both worked together in organizing that back to school fair. As a director on the board, I am a part of the Library and Recreation Committee, where I continue to assist the organization in planning and coordinating events, which is basically my pet peeve, and I'm enjoying doing that right now. Well, as it relates to expertise, as I mentioned before, I would call myself an event coordinator, and additionally, would consider myself as a great researcher. I big up myself too much, but yeah, I can conduct research very well, and I think that's a very good skill that I bring to the organization. And generally, I am an individual that like to provide service, so if you consider that to be an additional skill as well, I enjoy doing stuff for others, or doing stuff for others to feel good and feel comfortable. So those are the additional stuff other than event coordination, I would say, I bring to the Jamaica Society for the Blind board. As a additional skill that I bring to the society, you can look at it as media and communication, more specifically as it relates to public relation, marketing, those stuff. So throughout the years with my entertainment program, I have to be performing those skills, and those are some of the skills that I use to make my program effective, get persons to like my Facebook page, persons to participate in the online, in the radio program when it was on here, and all those stuff. So that is also an additional skill I bring to the JSB. As it relates to the services that JSB provide, for me, I think the Jamaica Society for the Blind provides some wonderful services, and the one that jumps out at me the most is the scholarship program, because for me it was difficult for me as a youth going to UE, and to know that the Society for the Blind is providing scholarship, more than one scholarship, and they also provide grants for persons to achieve their academic endeavors. I think that is a wonderful service to give, because in times like this it's very difficult for us, or more than less, it's very difficult for us to get a job for the most part. So to give a service like that to the society on a whole out there in terms of a blind and visually impaired persons and other disabled persons, that is a great feat for me. And also the social services in terms of the programs, the recreational programs that JSB offers. Those for me is wonderful as well. And outside of COVID, JSB also basically offers itself as a safe haven for blind and visually impaired persons, where persons can link up, where persons can sit and talk and link up with friends that they haven't seen for a long time, and basically get any form of assistance they need. Or if JSB doesn't provide that assistance, we can definitely guide them to get that service that those persons need. So JSB service is an all-round good thing for me still. What JSB can do to better the service that they offer? Well, as I said before, JSB is doing a great job, The only thing I think JSB need to do is to do more PR work. You understand? Anything that JSB can get their hands on, if you offer somebody something, make sure you do a video of it or a picture of it, put it on social media. And sometimes it won't hurt to maybe spend a little $10 or a little $5 to do some Facebook or Instagram ad. And so the services of JSB can be wider known, That's the only thing I think, because I think JSB is doing they have some great service, you understand? So it's just to make more people know more of it, and then by promoting those services more, then JSB can get more funds from funding organization to conduct more programs. So for me, it's just to do more PR work, and that's all. And then it's basically put the icing on the cake, basically. Relaxing. For me, relaxing is I sleep a lot. Yeah, I enjoy sleeping. Don't afraid to talk. I enjoy sleeping, right? Yeah, but other than that, I love to listen to music, and I enjoy listening to audiobooks as well. I listen to the entire Harry Potter series, I like magical books, adventure, detective, like FBI novels. I love those stuff. And somewhat dark, I guess same kind of magical stuff, somewhat dark type of stories. And definitely some persons say they don't understand how I do this, but like documentary is like my number one thing to listen to or to engage in, as it relates to historical documentary, medieval documentary, those stuff. I really enjoy those stuff. So go back to an Egypt, back in Africa, those long time stuff. And any new discovery as it relates to historical discovery, I always enjoy reading and also watching those documentaries as well. Also, I like for pastime as well, listen to football and cricket. So that's basically me. I enjoy doing those stuff, relaxing. Those are the stuff that when I want to relax, that's what I do, other than sleeping, of course. Yeah, and sometimes eat as well, eat food. My favorite meal, yum. Definitely I'm a pork eater. Put that any way you want to put it. I enjoy jerk pork, I enjoy stew pork, and any other sort of pork. I love pork. You understand? Yes, and also general Sunday Jamaica national dish. I think it should be rice and peas and chicken. I think a lot of people eat rice and peas and chicken in Jamaica, definitely. Definitely like ackee and saltfish as well. And soup. I think soup, really, I really think soup is maybe the favorite still. Red pea soup with beef, those. I think that is my favorite overall. I always loved soup from when I was a child, and I still do. And also, every now and then I get curry chicken and white rice. That's good as well. And pork chops, as you know, I just said pork already. So yeah, I think those are the food that I like the most, really. Yeah, definitely. I also like fruits as well. It's nice to have some fruits sometimes. Yeah. But definitely at top of the list is the pork. Yes, pork in various forms. Yes. Well, to the clients of JSB, I just want you guys to know that we are here to serve, and whatever questions or query you have, don't be afraid to come to the JSB. We have a wonderful and warm team that is ready to assist you in the best way they can. And to the staff at JSB, to continue doing the work that you guys are doing. You are doing a fabulous job, And as a director, I am proud to be an organization of this quality. So continue to do what you guys are doing. Enough love, respect. I'm out.
Thank you for listening, and join us next time on Meet the Board Members. This has been a production of the JSB Library.